When you know you are poor, why are you having sex? There's something called abstinence.
People have always been having sex. People still have sex and you cannot stop it. The only thing that you can do is share awareness.
So you're telling me your whole life you want to abstain?
Yes, you can
So
abstain.
you want to tell me right now that I have not before?
When it comes to some things, your choice will not matter.
Some things like what?
When it comes to a life, human life,
It's so sad because like you're a babe. Like I did not expect this from you.
I am putting myself in the shoe right now. I don't care about the future or whatever of the blood that is coming.
are you saying you're a murderer?
I'm not a murderer. I am concerned about my life.
I know a woman that early scan, that's by 3-4 months, they already told her, oh, this child is going to come out limbless. What would you advise that woman to do?
So are you saying that children that have special needs should not come to life because of their disability?
The child came out limbless.
My name is Mary. I'm a pro-life advocate and I'm here to debate 20 pro-choice advocates. My first claim is your body is not your choice.
Thank you very much. If you want to debate that, can you put your hands up?
The lady with glasses, yes.
The time starts now. Go.
Your body is your choice. Why do I say so? Because we're all individuals. I know probably you'll say due to religion, but if you don't mind me asking, why do you say that our body is not our choice?
Okay, so I said your body is not your choice, especially when it comes to do with human life. There's a saying that don't drink and drive. You can drink and drive if you want, but because it's going to affect lots of the implication behind you drinking and driving. So at that point in time, your choice is invalid.
Drinking and driving is not exactly a valid point with this your body, your choice, because everybody knows the consequences
So
of
that
drinking
means
and
you
driving.
can agree with me now that your body is not your choice when it comes with implication.
When it comes with implications, I would definitely say that being pro-choice is different from what you just said, because being pro-choice has 3 different things in medical, and that's what exactly we're arguing. We're arguing the abortion side, assisted suicide, as well as the euthanasia part of it. And I'll definitely say that with women and as human beings, our body is definitely our choice. But when it comes to certain things, like what you just said, that is not exactly a choice that people have to make because it is a thing that has to be done.
Okay, I'll say that when it comes to abortion also, I would say your body is not your choice because, first of all, abortion involves 2 lives, the mother's life and the baby's life, right? And that baby is vulnerable. They cannot make choices. So you cannot make choices on people's behalf, right? That is why I said your body is not your choice. At that point in time, you cannot make decision for the vulnerable person because they can't defend themselves. They can't say they don't want to come to life. So it is left for them to decide. It's not you that would decide if your body is... You understand what I'm saying?
Sorry, you've been voted out by the majority. Please keep your hands up if you want to debate this claim. Mary, please choose your next opponent.
That guy behind the air.
Thank you. State your points as fast as possible. You might be voted out in 1 minute.
Hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
What's your name?
Mary.
My name is Mario. So now the reason why I asked you your name is because I believe in individuality. I believe that I need to know you to address you, to speak to you, to have a proper conversation with you. You saying my body is not my choice is, excuse me, sorry to say, it's a very insensitive thing for you to say. I feel like every individual has rights to make choices about themselves without coercion from the government. You can't tell me that my body is not my choice. You know now, when you want to donate blood, you know you have to do that willingly, right? Do you know you have to donate blood willingly?
State your points.
Okay, so sorry. So now you can't donate blood if you're not willing. You cannot give your organ out without consent. Somebody that is dead, you can't take organs from a dead person without prior consent. All I'm saying is consent matters. Your choice matters in every decision you take as individuals.
Okay, I'm not being dismissive of your choice matter. I'm not saying your choice does not matter. I'm saying that when it comes to some things, your choice do not matter.
Some things like what?
When it comes to a life, human life, are you telling me that you don't value human life? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying
So
being
what is your
pro-choice.
claim?
Sorry, chill. Being pro-choice doesn't mean I don't value human life or I dismiss
What does
it.
it
I'm
now
really
mean?
saying, I'm talking about bodily autonomy. I'm saying every individual has every right to say what happens to their body. Let me explain what pregnancy is. And like, it's so sad because like you're a babe. Like I did not expect this from you because your body, when you carry a child, that child, you're housing that child.
Yeah.
Pregnancy takes a toll on the mother. Like we're not even talking about normal.
I understand that pregnancy takes a toll, and that's what I'm advocating for. You can support pregnant women. There are a lot of programs that people do to support these people mentally, emotional programs and all of that stuff. Do you get what I'm saying?
No,
so that's what I'm saying, that you don't get what I'm saying.
I don't get.
So what I'm saying in essence is that when it comes to taking a life or protecting a life, your body is not your choice.
But you know that not all pregnancies are wanted, right? Like I'm talking about rape cases, I'm talking about incest.
Okay. Yeah.
And you do not expect, I would know, you cannot be that wicked to tell somebody to harbor such child, especially with consequence of such unfortunate acts that before that person.
I get
you can't
that.
say that.
Concerning rape, I know is a very, very sensitive topic. Nobody wants to be raped, right? It has like emotional damages, psychological damages. I understand that, right? So I'm not being dismissive when it comes to rape. But what I'm saying is that the child should not suffer for what has happened.
You can't control
The
the
child
reaction
should
of the
not
mother.
suffer for what has happened. Rape offenders should be punished. They should be jailed. But the child is innocent. You cannot.
Sorry, you've been voted out by the majority. Please head back to your seat. Keep your hands up if you want to debate this claim. Mary, pick your next opponent.
The lady in glasses at the back. Yeah, you.
Hi.
Hello.
So you said my body is not my choice, and you believe that claim. I'm trying to see where that claim is coming from. So if it's not mine, is it yours? Is it the government?
Where are you going to exactly?
Either way.
State your claim. I want you to arrive at your point.
Don't worry, it's okay. You also said something previously that if that choice is going to lead to implications, then it is no longer a valid choice. But then now, assuming I have a baby and that baby is going to affect me mentally, or the way I got that baby is through a sort of trauma, whether rape or incest, are you not thinking about the implications on my own life rather than on the baby's life? So if you are saying the choice is invalid because it's affecting the baby, why are you not thinking that the choice is also invalid if it's affecting my own life?
Okay, so I'm saying that. Okay, so I'm saying your body is not your choice to make when it comes to things like that. And I'm not going to sit here
Things like what?
Things like protecting life. And I'm not going to sit here to dismiss rape cases because I know that there are a lot of rape cases. Once they catch you as a rapist, you should be punished for that because it's a punishable offense.
Right.
Yes.
And I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm not trying to dismiss that it can be traumatic and everything, but I'm just saying that when it comes to human life, what if you want to abort a child and you have implications?
Okay, then I should choose to make that choice based on those implications.
No.
I should not think about the baby in this case. It should be because of my own life and not because of the baby. And if I still want to make that choice regardless of the implications, then I should be allowed to.
No, I don't think so. I don't agree with you.
I also don't agree with you.
I just feel like all life should be protected at all costs.
But you're not thinking of my own life.
I'm thinking about your life too.
Please, you are voted out by the majority. Thank you very much. Please head back to your seat. Keep your hands up if you want to debate. Please pick your next speaker.
Hello.
Please, let's stick to the prompt and let's attack the prompt.
Sorry, before you proceed, not to sound very insensitive, right? I feel like you people are just repeating points because a lot of people have mentioned rape cases, incest. I know that is a very, very sensitive topic. There are several points, so you can say several things aside using rape and incest. Do you get?
All right. Okay, if that's what you want, we're going to stay away from rape. There's something I want to talk about. You mentioned systems that people bring up to support pregnant women, right?
Yeah.
And I know you want to leverage on orphanages and all. What can you?
I'm not leveraging on.
Can you expatiate on that? What are these support systems that you know exist in Nigeria now that is actually helping women who have cases of unwanted, like what's the effect? How helpful are they in society?
So if you're familiar with Secretariat Alausa, you would know that there is a ministry called Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation.
Okay.
So anything that has to do with women, whether it's poverty alleviation, whether through their pregnancy life, anything at all, you can go there.
But the poverty rate of Nigeria is still at a very, very high standard.
So
I want to finish. Sorry.
Okay.
Nigeria is not
You
over.
know for a fact.
Yes,
You
that
know for
poverty.
a
Nigeria,
fact, no way.
we are in poverty right now. We are
Are you
over.
saying
Can
that?
I finish?
Yeah, wait, you would speak. Are you saying that because you are in poverty, you should terminate a child?
I'm saying.
But when you know
Let me-
you are,
let me
when you know
answer
you
the
are poor, why are you
question.
having sex? When you know you are poor, you can't afford to bring a child to this world. Why are you having sex?
Okay.
There's something called abstinence.
You're not allowing me to
Sorry,
talk.
state
They're
your
not
claim.
allowing me to talk.
Okay,
Number
state your
one,
claim.
the support systems are not good enough. Fact check me if you want. But children who are in orphanage homes, they have higher risk of abuse, higher risk of being trafficked. They come out with
Please present
Can I
your
finish?
statistics.
Can I
No,
finish?
you can't finish when
Can
you are
I
backing
finish?
your claim up with
Can
statistics.
I finish?
If you're not
They are
backing
the
it up,
higher- you're not allowing me to
okay,
talk.
you can talk.
They are at a higher risk of mental disorders like depression. They always come out suicidal. So you cannot say that the life.
Same with children that grew up in a normal home.
I allowed you speak, ma'am. Thank
Finish.
you very much. You cannot say you are protecting life that has not come out. When was the last time you actually went into the slum to save children, to actually help them? Even if you have done that, you need to value human life that are actually in the streets, who are hungry, who are dying every day, than the ones that actually haven't come out. Now this is a fetus, right?
You are being insensitive right now.
You're also being insensitive.
To be fair, you are being insensitive
the
right now.
resources that we have in the nation right now is not even enough to carry the children who are out there. And you are talking about a fetus who doesn't even have feelings. Can I finish?
No. I have
Can
to talk. I have
finish?
to talk at this time.
Can
No.
I allowed you talk.
No, you can't talk. I have to. Let me
You
quickly.
need to
Let
me
me
finish. You
quickly.
need
No.
to let me
No. So what I'm
finish.
saying is
this
that.
conversation is not going anywhere, guys. Can we agree? She needs to let me talk.
Okay, talk.
Thank you very much. And I'll appreciate if you can listen to me.
I'm listening
We're not
to
here
you.
to argue.
I'm
The
not
aim at
arguing
the
with
end
you.
of
It's
the
to
day
state your
is to
claim,
come
yeah.
at a reasonable middle ground.
Yeah,
I'm not
you're
here
right.
to convince you to join me.
And I'm
now,
also not here to
pro-choice
convince you
doesn't
to
mean
join me.
I am anti-life. It means I care so much about the life that actually exists, and I care about the women who are forced to carry these children. Now, you said something about abstinence. Okay, fine. People have always been having sex. People still have sex, and you cannot stop it. The only thing that you can do is share awareness and educate people enough to make informed choices. If you want to criminalize abortion, people are just going to get creative. They are just going to take unsafe practices, and this is killing it. Can I finish?
Yeah,
This is even going to kill even more people who are actually alive, as opposed to the people that are not even in existence. We are fighting for the lives that are literally not born. Now, you said we should not talk about rape. I'm still not going to get there, right?
Don't get there.
Now, do you know that even the orphanage homes that we have today, they are not reliable? Have you heard of baby factories? These women are being exploited every day just because abortion is not because it is still illegal.
Yes, thank you for saying that point. I know that a child can come through various means. It can be through rape, can be through incest and all of that.
You said we should not go there.
I'm not
though.
being insensitive about that. But
Okay,
what
but
I'm
I didn't
saying is
mention
that,
that.
as a person, you want to bear a child. You already know. You know
What
the
if
implication.
I had unprotected sex with my
That
boyfriend?
is why
and he was,
there are drugs that you can use.
Do you
to
know the
prevent-
effect? Wait, guys.
That is not pro-choice. No. That is not pro-choice.
Are you
And that
talking
is why
about
there are also ways to prevent pregnancy.
Can I ask you? Okay,
There are also ways to you can use a condom.
Okay, condom.
You can use a condom
What
to
else? After
protect
pills,
pregnancy.
Right?
After pills,
right?
yes.
When last was the time that you checked the effects of after pills? As a woman, have you ever thought about vasectomy for men? But we always bring it on women preventing the pregnancies. Do you know the effects of after pills on women? It messes up your cycle. I know a lot of women who have
hormonal imbalance based on. Yeah, I get you. I understand your point.
Cancer,
so I'm not saying that it should be on the women also.
So what are
I'm
you
saying that it
suggesting?
should be both ways. As a woman, you cannot impregnate yourself.
Yes.
It is a guy that would impregnate
Yes.
you when the egg fertilizes and
Yes.
everything. So I'm saying that both of you should take conscious effort. Abortion
So
is
what
murder.
if a
Both
man
of you should
tries,
take
what
conscious
if a man
effort.
deceives me and impregnates me? So the man has the power to
Are you
change my
saying you are
entire life.
gullible?
Wait,
Is that what you're
hold on,
saying?
you have a vagina,
No,
right?
I believe
you
you
are
are
a woman,
gullible,
right?
yeah.
If a man impregnates you after you had agreement, what are you going to do? Let's say after a while you do not realize that you are pregnant. There are women who literally have their periods.
I would carry it.
You will carry the child. So the man has the power to change
the
your
child
entire
should
life.
not suffer.
No child is suffering
If you
because the
abort,
child is not
you would
born.
still abort
The
and
child
abort
is
and
not
abort and
born.
abort and abort
The child is
until
not
you
born.
have nothing else for you to abort. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So abortion is murder. I'm still standing on my claim.
Okay, fine. You want to avoid the issue of rape, but at the end of the day, this thing happens every day to women, and it is very insensitive of you to sideline their situation.
I'm not sidelining their situation. No. I will not sit here and no. I'm not sidelining their situation.
Then why do you not want to
I'm
talk
saying
about
that people that have been raped, their life matters, and they should be protected at all
Then
costs.
let us talk about it. What are the protections that you think are going to be put in place for these women who are raped? As long as a woman or a girl already menstruates, she can get pregnant. Girls have their periods as early as the age of 8. So a girl who is 8 years old, who is most likely going to be impregnated and raped by the people around her, if in case you don't know, a woman is most likely going to be abused, harassed, and even killed by the people around her, including her father, including her husband, including her cousin, including her brother. So what are you going to say? Because of a man's irresponsibility.
What I'm saying, no.
Because of a man's
What I'm saying, no, you cannot finish. What I'm saying is that you're not giving me time to talk. What I'm saying is that everybody should be protected at all costs.
If you're forcing her to have the child, that is not protection.
It is not force. I'm not forcing her to have the child.
She wants to have power over her own life. Her having a child changes her life entirely.
And I understand that. No, I don't have a child. Do you have a child?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I know what it means.
I also know what it means to bear a child. Yeah.
If you have a child today, you might think there are things that you can do. But trust me, not everybody has the opportunity of healing. Not everybody has the opportunity of support. There are people hungry who have not fed themselves, and you're trying to say if someone rapes them and impregnates them,
I'm not saying
to carry the child.
God.
That's very, very wrong of you to say thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, on the next prompts, let's try to maintain a little bit more decorum. Thank you. Hey guys, we're experimenting a bit with this format. Please let us know you're enjoying this format. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. Now, let's get to the next claim.
My next claim is abortion ends a life that can never be replaced. Ha.
Okay, please, Mary, choose one person from the crowd.
The guy on glasses at the back with a cap. Yeah.
20 minutes on the clock. Your time starts now. The red light is
Good afternoon.
randomly.
My name is Hassan. You said abortion ends a life that can never be replaced. Can the life exist without the carrier? Can the life exist without the carrier?
That is a rhetorical question.
It's not. No, answer it. I want you to answer it.
I'm not compelled.
Answer.
I'm not compelled to answer your question. So state your claim.
So you said that abortion ends a life that cannot be replaced. And I asked you, can the life exist without the carrier? You said you are not allowed to answer that question. So let me answer that for you.
I'm not saying I'm not allowed. I said I'm
you are
not compelled.
Oh, thank you. You are not compelled. So that's a pro-choice right there. That's freedom right there. If the baby, the life that you said cannot exist without the carrier, don't you think we should consider the carrier also? You can't answer that, or you're not compelled to answer that too also?
Where are you driving
Just
at?
answer my questions.
The life of the carrier.
Of the carrier, yes. The pregnant lady, do you think it can be replaced?
No.
So why are we concerned about the one she's carrying instead of us? There are situations.
I'm not saying that the life of the carrier does not matter. Of course, what I'm advocating for here right now is that all life matters, irrespective of whether it is a fetus or whether it is already fully developed. All life matters. That is my claim.
So what is the effect of the fetus when it's still in the womb? It has an effect on the mother. Let's say there are situations where the baby, it's a threat to the carrier's life and they need to remove the baby.
So when a child, a fetus, is a threat to the mother's life, what I'll say is life should be saved.
Which life should be saved?
Life should be saved.
No.
And,
which life should be saved?
Both lives should be saved.
Both lives? How? Life is a threat. You are saying both lives should be saved. How?
That should be left for the doctor to decide. Yeah.
If the doctors have seen it and said, oh, you can't survive.
At that point, I would not see it as pro-choice or whatever. I would see it as life-saving. You are saving a life.
Which life are you saving? I just want to confirm, whose life are you saving here?
I see it as saving a life.
I need you to get straight with me. Whose life are we saving here?
We are saving both life, but if we cannot save both life...
No, we are not saving both life.
We are saving both life.
Even legality, there is that exception. If the baby is a threat to the mother's life, remove it, abort it. So why are you telling me that we are saving both lives?
That is not. I don't see that
It's what?
as abortion.
It's clearly written.
I see it as a life-saving opportunity, right? I don't see that as abortion.
It is abortion.
Abortion is intentional. Abortion is killing. At that point in time, you are not
Abortion
killing.
is killing.
You
We
are
are not killing.
saving.
We
You
are
are saving a
through what?
life.
We are saving through what?
I don't know.
No, you are not telling me you are saving it. You are saving through what? What are we saving through? Through killing.
You are not killing.
You are removing
That's
the baby.
not-
You are not doing what?
Do anybody want to speak?
No, answer me. Don't tell me if anybody wants to speak. Answer me. What are we doing?
You are saving a life.
Through what?
I don't know.
So you can't provide an answer to that.
I'm not saying I can't provide an answer to that. I'm saying that you are saving a life. That is not abortion.
It's not. It's what?
That is not abortion.
It's what?
It is
Okay, now,
life saving. It's not
Let's leave
abortion.
that.
I don't see that as an abortion.
You said a life that cannot be replaced. Let's stick to the prompt. Between the baby and the carrier, who is more important? Whose life has more impact?
Pause, please. You've been voted out by the majority.
Hey, Omo.
14 minutes left on the clock. Please.
Okay. Oh my God. You people, you want to break my head. I don't understand. Yes, you. There you go.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm good.
Sorry,
Remember,
the last.
let's stick to the prompts. Abortion ends a life that cannot be replaced.
Yeah, that's the prompt.
Well, people die. People lose parents. They can't be replaced. So what point are you trying to make? Because it's a known fact that you won't get the same life back.
Yeah, so people die. That can be based on a lot of factors, not abortion. It might be based on illnesses. Do you get?
But
it
they
might be
cannot
based
be
on
replaced.
illnesses. Might be based on fatal happenings.
But they cannot be replaced too.
Yes, they cannot be replaced. But I'm saying that abortion ends because you are not giving the child the right to live. Everybody has potential and they have a future. Once you abort, you have stopped the future of a life.
I really think you are being unrealistic.
I'm
when it
very
comes to,
realistic.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me talk. I really think you are being unrealistic when it comes to abortion.
Don't
life has.
mention rape or incest.
I'm not going.
That's past.
I'm not doing rape. I'm not doing rape,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
Every child has potentials, right? But it's never guaranteed.
I agree with that. But
Okay.
what makes you think that the child you want to abort, the life is not guaranteed?
Most people-
or his potential is not guaranteed? Or our potential is not guaranteed?
You
should not be the judge of that.
Hold on. Aside from rape, you have to be ready to bring a child in.
Yes, that is why I said abstinence or use
Hold on.
condom.
We're already talking about abortion. It is already here. That's already happened. Not tell me before.
No, that is why I said there are ways to prevent a pregnancy.
Don't go to prevention.
Before it even becomes a fetus, right? So if you've prevented it from the onset, there is no way you would even think of abortion.
Do
because
not
that's
go
been
to
prevented
prevention.
Before.
I am pregnant now.
Please, you've been voted out by the majority. I'm sorry. Head back to the seat. We have 11 minutes left on the clock. Keep your hands up if you like to debate.
Coming with full fire. Okay, state your claim.
Please, can you repeat your question?
Abortion ends a life that cannot be replaced.
Are you concerned about the carrier's life?
Of course, I am.
So why are we not talking about the carrier's life? Why are we talking about the
I've spoken
blood?
about the carrier's life.
We've been talking about the blood. The last time you were talking to her, you talked about some people having multiple abortions. If I can have one abortion now and I can have the other one, what's the no replacement there? It is replaceable.
It's not replaceable. Because you know why I said it's not replaceable? Every fetus has their DNA. So that DNA has been erased completely.
I'm putting myself...
So that means you cannot replace the DNA that has been aborted.
I am putting myself in the shoe right now. I don't care about the future or whatever of the blood that is coming.
Are you saying you're a murderer?
I'm not a murderer. I am concerned about my life. If it is going to affect me mentally, financially, and all round,
if it is
why am I
going to
keeping
affect
it?
you mentally, financially, first of all, before abortion can even happen, there has to be a pregnancy. Right? And please don't mention rape or incest because we've mentioned it before.
Am I allowed to tell you what not to say?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
So I'm saying that before abortion happened in the first place, there has to be a meeting. Then after meeting, then there has to be a fertilization of egg. Then it begins to grow from there, right? And that fetus has a unique DNA and is going to grow. Even you as a person, you were not like this before. There are stages in life, right? You were once like a fetus. Before even abortion, there are preventive measures to
I still
anything.
don't get your
But
point.
I just want
I
to
still don't get
believe
the
that.
point.
Please, you've been voted out by the majority. Please head back to your seat. 8 minutes still on the clock.
No, I'm not picking you. I'll pick everybody, not.
Okay, so apparently abortion.
You are not listening to the
Oh no, I'm listening. Your
points.
points are just confusing my head. Sorry.
That's because you are not listening. How are they confusing? They are not
Okay,
confused.
okay,
I'm
fine.
saying that every life should be protected at all costs. Once you abort, it can never be replaced because everybody has a unique DNA.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So that is the
So
prompt.
do you know now that there are some children in the slums that
Stop
they
saying
could
this
have
slum.
their parents could have
Why
not
are you
made them in
betting
that
it?
situation?
So that means you are. I'm sorry, but I just want to say that you are being irresponsible. Why are you bringing a child to
I'm
this
not,
life
because it's
without
a child
proper
that you're fucking
planning?
aborting. I don't
Why are you
get.
bringing a child to this life without proper planning? You have to
Do you
plan.
know that-
Wait, I know that there are some fatal happenings, probably maybe rape and incest. But aside that, why are
Okay,
you as
do
a
you know-
person
do you know
bringing
that-
a child to life and you are not properly planning?
Okay, do you know that?
That means it shows
Do you
how
know- wait,
irresponsible you are.
Can I speak? Do you know condoms actually
There
break?
is a secure means by preventing. Do you know the secure
condoms
means?
break?
Would you like to
If
know?
you want to use
the
condoms,
secure
for
means
instance.
of preventing pregnancy to happen in the first place is by abstinence. Can you not do that?
So you're telling me your whole life you want to abstain?
Yes, you can
So
abstain.
you want to tell me right now that I have not f***ed before?
You don't have to ask me that question, but I'm saying that abstinence.
No, it's not a matter of asking
You
you.
stated a problem, and I'm giving you solutions. I'm speaking about solutions. You've mentioned.
Thank you, please. You've been voted out by the majority.
You want to come after? Oh yeah, come.
All right, I've given birth for this man. He was nice, he was sweet, he's my husband. All of a sudden, I'm 2 months in and he switched. Do you expect me to give birth to that child because it cannot be replaced?
Yes.
What about my financial status? What about my mentality?
I'm not trying to sound insensitive, but are you saying that you are just going into the marriage without having finances, you're not doing it, you're jobless?
Because my finance can only cater for one child and I can walk out of that marriage without one child.
If your finance can only cater for one child, you have no business getting married. Go and stack your money up first before you can have conversations of marriage.
Do you remember we are partners?
Yes, you're partners. You're supposed to help one another. So your money should be able to cater for yourself and your partner and also your partner, so you can work together.
Exactly. So if my partner is already acting like he can't cater for us anymore, I am working out with myself and that one child.
There is what they call. Wait now. Before you get married, you would have conversation with your partner to say, how many children do we want to birth? Okay, we want 2 children. We want 1 child. We can only cater for 3 children at this point in time, right?
Thank you. We, not I.
We can only cater for 3 children.
Then the already we is working out. What happens to I and the other we?
You and the other we. I still believe that you should protect the fetus. Yes.
No.
Why?
The life at that point does not matter.
The life does not matter. That means you are.
I am concerned about my life.
That means you can kill somebody.
Thank you. Keep your hands up if you want to debate this claim.
I'm not rage baiting anybody. I'm not rage baiting anybody. I'm picking the lady on blue.
My name is Omaomi. Okay, so first of all the factors that you've given, I feel like they're invalid. And the reason why I said they are invalid is because there are huge factors that matters more than the fetus itself. Wait, hold on. You cannot prioritize something that does not have a life.
It has a life.
Hold on.
No. It has a life. Do you know why I said it has a life? You just don't become like this.
Oh yeah, hold on.
There were stages.
Exactly.
You
hold on.
grew.
Hold up.
So you can't say that it does not have a life.
Hold up.
Anything that has blood has a life.
Okay, now let me say this.
Yes,
so
say
when I say
fine.
that it doesn't have a life, that fetus cannot exist without the os. most.
Of course.
And okay, one of the factors that matters more than the fetus is number one, financial, mental.
Why are you not properly planning? That's what I have issues.
There is nothing like properly planning.
You have to properly plan your life. Especially in this economy, you have to properly plan. That is why there is family planning.
Do you know that? I don't know the statistics, but we have more married women.
You said you don't know the statistics. Then I can't take your point. I'm sorry, I can't take you serious. I can't take
married women.
I cannot take you serious. I can't take you serious.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mary, are you ready for your next claim?
He wants to drink water.
No, I don't want water. Oh my God, you guys are a lot. Yeah. My next claim is abortion is illegal in Nigeria and should remain so.
So please, before we continue our conversation, I want you to avoid prevention. The conversation is abortion. We're already there, right? It is illegal in Nigeria, true, but people still do it anyways. And people die because of this. Now, instead of losing, to you, one life, you lose two. And if you can make people safer, why not do it?
It should be illegal.
It should be, right?
It should be illegal. No.
But people still do it anyways. Now, you know you can save people's life. Why not make it legal?
Stealing is illegal, but people still do it either ways.
Come on.
Yeah.
Whose life is being saved in stealing? None.
Stealing is illegal, but people. So let me reinstate my claim. It should not be encouraged because when it's legal, then people take away responsibility. The way human psychology works, say, okay, this thing is legal. That means it gives them the right to do whatever they want because they already understand that there is no consequence towards it. The only consequence is just to remove the child.
For a long time.
So people will keep doing that. Then you are ruining chances of other people's life coming to the world.
Can I ask you a question?
Ask me.
Do you know how many we are in the world right now?
Answer the question.
Over 8 billion, right? For a long time, I used to believe we should all have children. But right now, I don't blame people who don't want to have kids. There are children
Thank
hungry.
God, you said you don't blame people who don't want to have kids.
If you are pro-life, save the ones alive.
You already know that you don't want to have kids. Then there are a lot of ways.
I said... Don't bring prevention in our conversation, please. Let's stay on topic, right? If you are pro-life,
no. If I'm not bringing prevention, that means you are trying to say that you can be irresponsible and there's
no. The conversation is abortion. I am pregnant already. Let's stay there.
No, don't abort.
Thank you very much.
That's it. Thank you.
You've been voted out by the majority. 17 minutes till the clock. You can pick a new representative.
Do you want to come? Or yeah, come. Let me stretch. Because it's coming.
Okay, remember, abortion is illegal in Nigeria and should remain so. That's the claim. Let's stick to it.
Okay. Hi, I'm Splendor. Nice to meet you, Mary.
Nice to meet you too.
First off, when we talk about pro-choice, right, it means the legal rights for a woman to decide what goes on with the fetus in her body. We're focusing on the child. I'm going to give you an example. This happened in Ireland in 2012.
We're speaking to Nigeria.
I know.
We're not speaking to Ireland.
Let me land.
My claim is not abortion is illegal in Ireland. I said abortion is illegal in Nigeria. No, I don't take that. No.
There was a lady named Savita. She had a miscarriage with complications. But because abortion was illegal in Ireland, they refused to abort the pregnancy. Why? Because they saw there was cardiac activity in her womb. And now, doctors will tell you that cardiac activity in the womb is basically electrolytes and that making moves. Now, this lady died. Now, do you want to tell me that at that point, the doctors were right not to abort the child? Now, let's bring it back.
If you were listening to my previous argument, I said that you should save a life. That's what I said.
So whose life are we saving here?
Then, I don't know. So, continue your point.
Now, abortion should be legalized in Nigeria. I stand on that.
No. The word of today, I don't believe that abortion should be legalized. I believe that abortion is illegal. Because when they start seeing it as being right, that means you are encouraging it. People will now start doing it. A lot of people would start doing abortion.
Because abortion is sweet, Abby.
I don't know. I've not done abortion before, so I don't know if it's sweet or not.
No.
So it is not left for you to now tell me if abortion is sweet or not, because I've never gone through that process.
Neither
So your claim is...
Sorry, you've been voted out by the majority.
I will not pick you. White. The lady on white. Fine sister, you are come.
14 minutes left on the clock. Let's stick to the claim and let's address the claim. Abortion is illegal in Nigeria and should remain so. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Moyo Serolua.
Hi, Moyo.
And I am a teacher.
Okay.
A special needs teacher, to be exact. I've come across kids that are suffering. I'm talking about children that have money. To enroll a child in an exclusive special needs school right now, you need to have like 4 million naira. And I worked in a special needs school, which means that these people, they planned their pregnancy. I know a woman that early scan, that's by 3-4 months, they already told her, oh, this child is going to come out limbless. What would you advise that woman to do? So don't tell me you're not going to answer my question. You will answer my question.
I'm about to answer your question, but you cannot force me to answer your question.
Answer it anyway.
Please, can I speak? So are you saying that children that have special needs, children that are autistic, should not come to life because of their disability?
Baby girl, are
you saying that their life does not matter because of their disability?
I said the child came out limbless. That means that if that child survives 70 years, somebody has to be responsible for that child at every point of the child's life. When that child's parent dies, what does the child do? What's going to happen to the child when the child's parent dies?
Me, I still believe that.
I understand what you believe.
Because you cannot, let me tell you something. No. Don't be insensitive because...
Don't tell me not to be insensitive.
Do you know why I said so? Mm-hmm. I know of people with disability. No lady wants to birth a disabled child, but that does not mean that their life does not matter. They are vulnerable people, so they should be. No, you just said it because you are encouraging that. You are encouraging abortion. So you are saying basically that because they are disabled, they don't deserve to live. That's
basically what you are saying.
That is my interpretation of what you are saying.
Aware that my child
you are saying that they are disabled. They don't deserve.
You are saying that I am aware that my child is going to suffer for the rest of their lives. You are saying that I am aware that my child is not going to be able to speak for the rest of their lives. My child will not be able to walk for the rest of their lives, and I should still bring that child into this world. What if I don't have the financial capability to handle such responsibility? What if I have other children? Do you know the things that a special needs mother has to do?
Let me tell you something.
A special needs child dies
I understand.
And has 3 other siblings. So you're telling me that the mother has to neglect the other 3 children.
I understand what it means to.
Girl,
I understand what it means to cater to a special needs child.
I don't think you do.
I understand what it means, and I know that it can be very, very tough. It can be very hard taking care of a special needs child. But I'm telling you right now.
All right, what of the people that from their womb? I saw a video on TikTok. This is Nigeria. I said she should not talk about Ireland, right? I saw a video on TikTok. The baby was still alive, but the baby was decaying in the mother's womb until she died. She had the option to take out that child, but abortion is not legal in Nigeria. So what do we do then? You're talking about save a life. Girl, speak. Which life are we saving? Are we saving the mom's life or the baby's life?
We are saving a life.
I'd see. There are so many things that abortion would have helped us with. Portable, for example.
You cannot say no. No, I get you, but
you're saying save a life. What life are we saving?
Are you saying portable does not deserve to live?
Girl, I was trying to calm you down.
No, you're trying to calm me down, but yes, that's what you're insinuating.
All right, somebody like portable.
Don't ask me like I marry somebody like. Don't ask me that question.
Portable has how many wives? Portable has how many children? Now, does that man look like somebody that has, because you've been talking about a lot of moral conduct.
Why are you judging based on look?
Hold on.
Why are you judging based on look?
Does he look like somebody that can take care of children?
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Which cover? Portable's cover?
You are seeing the outward. Have you seen the way he caters to his family inward?
Yes, he beats his wives. So you're saying that, okay, one young lady that fought
what you are saying in essence is that you believe that Portable should have been aborted.
I believe that any woman that ends up with a scumbag like that.
So why are you ending up with a scumbag in the first place?
Do you know that before I walked in here, I did not know that you can say the things you are saying?
That is why I said don't judge a book by its cover.
Look how you are dressed. I would not have thought that you are saying this kind of things.
Like me saying protect the child.
Even when it is at the detriment of the woman's life.
I never said even when. I said save a life.
Which life?
When it is detrimental, I don't see it as abortion. Let me rephrase.
You see it as what?
When it is detrimental, I don't see it as abortion.
You see it as what?
I see it as saving a life. Save a life. That's what I see it as?
You have contradicted yourself.
No, I've not contradicted
You have contradicted
myself.
yourself
I said
more
save
than
a
8
life.
times
No,
on this
I
show.
said save a life. I said save a life.
I want to go.
I said save a life.
Okay, thank you very much.
I've not called this lady on glasses. I'm not scared of anybody. Oh. What do you mean? She just asked me, am I scared of her? We are yet to state our claim, what we believe in. That's all. So I'm not. Why should I be scared?
So I'm going to start from the idea that it's okay for the government to control what you do with your body and how dangerous that is. How far do we want to go with ensuring that women do not control what they do with their bodies? How far are you willing to go with it? Whatever claim whoever was on the Epstein files claims about the girls there. For example, someone gets pregnant there and the government says you can't abort the baby because it is illegal, then we can keep the baby. That's number one. Number two is that very often I find that when people argue about abortions, they tend to talk about the babies a lot, but what about the mothers? And there is this intentional purpose that the society has to delete mothers from history because again, women are incubators and their relevance is so low in the society.
No,
women are incubators to you. And the only reason we want to keep abortion illegal is that we want to keep women as incubators.
No.
And it doesn't matter the reason. I heard you say that you do not think that necessary abortions are abortions. Abortions are abortion. If a baby dies in your womb, it's abortion. If a baby is evacuated from your womb, it is abortion. Whether it's for medical purposes or it's for personal reasons.
Based on what, I'm not countering your point. I just need clarity.
Okay.
You said that if a baby dies in your womb, is also abortion.
Yes, if you miscarry, it's called medical abortion. It's abortion.
I don't believe that. And I don't agree. I'm sorry.
It is
but
abortion.
I do not agree with that. Can you explain better? You know, I want to learn from you. Please explain.
When you miscarry in medicine, what do you call
because
that?
I'm not a medical student, so I need to understand.
Miscarriage is not a medical term.
Okay.
Abortion is a medical term.
Yes.
And which is why abortion is healthcare. Because it comes like with the field of medicine. So again, because abortion is healthcare, we believe that abortion should be legal. So if you think that all forms of healthcare is legal or should be legal, then abortion itself should be legal. That's where our stance is from. You come from a moral place, and fair enough, your morals are your morals. But again, we're talking about healthcare, a human right. Abortion is a human right, and it should be legal.
Abortion is a human right, and it should be legal. That's what you said. But the child also has a right.
A fetus is not a child. A fetus is not a child.
Okay, it is a life we are talking about.
It is not a life.
It is a life.
It is not a life.
Explain why it is not a life.
If a fetus cannot live by itself outside of its mother, it is not a. It could never be qualified as a life. And you wanted to speak before scientifically or medically. Again, if it cannot live by itself outside of its mother or the carrier, it is not a life. It's a parasite.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that technology or viability should determine a child's life.
Again, the only reason we think abortion should be legalized is that abortion is healthcare and healthcare should be legalized.
But I don't agree with your points though. Anybody that wants to speak.
You don't have to agree, but
I don't agree that abortion should be legalized. That's not my stance.
We have 3 minutes more.
Yes, you. No. Yeah, you can come.
Okay, so go on. You were saying something before the other person stood up. On what stance exactly are you saying it should remain illegal? Is it religious stance?
It's not religious.
Moral
It can never
stance?
be
It is what?
religious. Ethics.
Do you think that if it was legal, women would abuse the right to remove a fetus from their body?
Yeah, I believe that if you legalize abortion today, people would abuse it. Even your partner would say, oh, sorry, we cannot cater to this child. Abortion is legalized.
Okay, so let me
take it out. And you keep taking, and you keep taking, and you keep taking, and you keep taking. You keep ending life, keep ending life, keep ending life.
You keep mentioning this ending life and ending life and ending life. Do you know that even legally, like in the constitution, a life does not begin until 6 weeks in the stomach? Are you aware?
Sorry, you said legally.
No, you're not going to do that.
No, I'm not cutting you short. You will finish. You finish. State the code.
I'm not a lawyer. I don't
then
read the,
it's invalid. Then I don't
Constitution.
believe
No,
you.
you're not going to do that. No, you're not going to do that.
Then I can't take it for it because you have to come here and talk with facts and figures.
You want me to
right?
state it?
Fine.
I am going to state it. If you can state where in the Constitution it states that abortion is illegal.
Criminal Code, Section 229. Go and
We
check
have
it
a
out.
lawyer in the house. Please, can you confirm that? But she did not state the correct one. You did not state the correct one.
She
So I am not going
agreed to my point.
You did not state the correct
No,
penal code.
I've
Anyway,
already
so
done
back to
that
my
either
point.
ways. I've done that.
Legally, according to the Constitution, a person has a right to remove a growing tumor from their body. Do you understand?
Are you saying
a fetus is like cancer? Cancer grows. So if I'm saying before 6
So
months,
are you
I
saying
can remove
you
it.
were a cancer before you came to
Yes,
life?
I was.
Thank you very much. Time
I'm not
up.
a cancer.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Mary has discussed our 3 main claims for today's show. Now we'll move over to the audience. You guys get the chance to also bring up one claim which you can debate against Mary with. Choose one person to represent all of you in debating this claim.
Do you all agree she should represent you guys? Yes. Thank you very much. Please take a seat.
My name is Fela, and our claim is that being pro-life is child abuse. Yeah.
Please explain. I never
Child
said
abuse.
being pro. Child abuse, care. From where to where?
It is our claim. We have been making claims since, and
Okay,
nobody
being
was.
pro-life is not child abuse. Maybe you don't understand what I was saying. First of all, do you know what child abuse is?
Yes, I do know what child abuse is.
What is child abuse?
I'm not going to answer that.
Okay. So let me explain to you what child abuse is. Pro-life does not have anything to do with child abuse. What I'm trying to say is that protect life.
You know what?
Everybody has a right to live.
You are
I'm
right.
not saying abuse a child. I'm not encouraging you to rape a child.
Lovely.
And I said rapists should be punished.
Okay, Mary, hold on. Just hang there. I love what you have just
They
said.
should be punished.
I agree.
But then again,
Mary,
the child should be protected. The child should not bear
now
the
I know why everybody
consequences.
sitting here was tense. Mary, when you say abortion should be illegal and should remain so, who should be punished?
Who should be punished? I'm not going to answer that.
Yes, that's the issue. That's the issue.
I'm not being dismissive here. I'm not
That's what
going
you
to
have been
answer
doing.
that.
And if thousands of people that reason the way you reason are out there and are going around saying that forcing women, cajoling women, enforcing that women should keep things that they don't want in their
This
body.
is not forcing, no.
That's forcing. Okay, if it is
I
not
am
forcing, why is there a
saying, let me
punishment for
reinstate
not
my
doing
claim.
it?
Now I just feel
If
like
it is not. If
now
you
I
are
just
not
feel
being
like
forced,
you've not gathered your thoughts
you are-
well. You've not created it well. Let me reinstate what I've said.
Okay.
All I've said here today is that I do not support abortion because every life, everybody, every fetus has a right to life and they need to be protected. They are vulnerable, they cannot defend themselves. So that was what I've said.
From the conversations
That's what I've
that
said,
have
yeah.
flowed from what we've started today.
So that's
up to
all
this
you
point,
could
it is
gather.
No,
that
please don't do that.
Being pro-life is child abuse. Explain why you said being pro-life is child abuse.
Thank you. For example, you give birth to a child, let's say with Parkinson's disease, and you bring out this child. Do you know how their body literally fights them? And you said it's not abuse. And you're even asking me to define what abuse is, when clearly you know what abuse is. Abuse is when somebody is in a state that they cannot live because, I mean, there are other things that are forcing them to stay there. And then you are here saying that something about is not by force. Honestly, Mary, I hope that you and every other person that are in this line of reasoning, forcing women to have things in them, that is what you are saying, because you have said that it should remain illegal. If it is illegal, you have forced somebody to do it. Funnily enough, you are even against what the Constitution says, because the Constitution, to a degree, acknowledges that a woman should actually be able to afford abortion. Now, I've asked you again, who should be punished? You are here, you cannot say anything. You cannot say anything. All you have been able to say is, Mary, you may be misogynistic, and I feel like you should check it out. That's the truth. Because the truth is the only...
I support women's rights because I am a woman.
You don't support women's rights.
No, you cannot place that on me. You cannot impose that on me. You cannot impose that on me because I just said everybody has a right to life, and I maintain my stance on that.
And we also maintain our stance that being pro-life is child abuse.
I'm going to
hold your hand, hold my hand.
I do not agree with you. I'm not in agreement of that.
And that's time. Thank you very much.
Nobody should beat me.
Round of applause for everybody. Round of applause for Mary.
It's me.
Ah.
Round of applause to them. Should I clap for them?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. We've come to the end of today's show. Please, we encourage you guys to head over and say a word of greeting if you wish to.
If I could debate with her, I would have just told her plainly that she's very out of touch with reality. She just has a script to how life is supposed to be, and that is really not the case.
She kept on saying we should put rape aside. Rape is not something you should just put aside. This is something that happens all the time. And she kept on bringing up prevention. This is something that has already happened. Let's talk about the solution, not what has already happened.
There was nothing under the earth, under the sun and moon and stars that she said that made me see anything from her point of view.
To pro-life advocates out there, let a woman be able to decide, give her body autonomy.
You can't police people's behaviors, especially when it isn't directly affecting you.
I prioritize the life that is currently existing and not the life that is only a potential.
Pro-lives, you people need to be considerate, very, very considerate, and not say your body is not your choice. Everybody has a right to their body.
I want to say that I value the mother. If you can protect both lives, please, by all means, protect both lives. Everybody has a right to live, and the life should be protected at all costs. Aborting a child because you are poor is not the solution. Why can't you find things to do to better your life instead of killing the unborn child?